A few days ago, Day of Dragons held their developer livestream for 1.0.1 and opened up an early version of the update for content creators to play around with all the new features and improvements. However, perhaps the biggest change coming is the new Eldering system, and of course we've all been trying to figure out, together with the community, what this Eldering system is. I can tell you right now that the Eldering system so far is far from figured out completely, but we have managed to get some Elder ticks already. So in this video, I'm going to take you along in everything I've learned so far and everything that's still a bit of a mystery. If you have any ideas based on what you've seen in this video, or perhaps things I've missed from other content creators, please let me know in the comments so we can figure this out together. Alright, so as you've probably picked up on by now, the core part of the Eldering system revolves around these brand new crystals that you'll see spread around the map. Don't get too concerned about where they are located right now in this video, as we've already been told that they will be moved and spread further out once the update actually releases. Most of the crystals you're going to see look a bit like this. An even, dark black or maybe purpley color with these white crystals in the middle. But this is not a crystal that we're interested in right now. Occasionally, you'll find one that's slightly glowing with a bunch of different colors, like this blue one, for example, or this darker blue one, or a magenta crystal, a yellow one, green, white, or purple. When you find a crystal that has one of these colors, or a different color, when you listen closely, you will also hear that they make a low, sort of grumbly noise when you get near them. So when you hear this noise, you can be certain that this crystal is active right about now. So what's the first thing you would do when you find a shiny crystal like this? Well, in my case, it was trying to flirt with it, but unfortunately, the crystals were not very impressed. What does impress them, however, is when they're being screamed at. So when you find a crystal with a color, right click to aim and then one call at it. And nothing happened. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. This is a disappointment that we feel regularly right now, so I felt like you had to experience it as well. Yes, many of the colored crystals unfortunately just ignore you. And I've not figured out yet what determines whether an active crystal is going to like you or not. When they do like you, however, something will actually happen when you one call at them. So as you can see, the crystal has started glowing in the middle the moment I broadcasted at it. And you can also hear a slight humming that it's doing now on top of the rumbling that it was already doing before, which it does regardless of whether you broadcast at it or not. At this point, we just have to keep one calling at it. I believe it takes around or maybe exactly 10 calls, and then the crystal will do something. So I guess we just have to sit here while my blitz is one calling. I think it took around a minute in total, which does mean that this is a bit of a danger in PvP because you basically sit in one spot screaming at the top of your lungs for a minute. So I don't know if there could be a bigger "hello, I'm here, come kill me" than that. And there we have it. We screamed at the crystal for long enough and you can see the message appear that says "we feel stronger," indicating we're going to receive an elder tick. Now it will take a moment as usual with elder ticks before the percentage actually goes up, but give it a few seconds and it will do so. And there we have our elder tick. Right, so we are able to get elder ticks. Doesn't that mean we have the system figured out? I wouldn't say so. We're definitely much further along than we were in 1.0.0, but there is definitely more to it than this. Currently, we know that the crystals can work, but we don't really know when they work. We don't know what the colors are about. There's still a lot of unknowns here. So I'm gonna go over what else I've learned about the crystals and also what still remains a mystery to me. First of all, it is possible to fail a glowing crystal. If you don't continue on calling after it's already started glowing, after a little while the crystal will become quiet. This gives you a small window of time where you can still save it by broadcasting at it again, which will lead to it humming loudly again. But if you don't do this, the glow will fade completely and it will actually change the color of the crystal, so you cannot try again. Here, it changed from green originally to yellow after the glow faded, and the second time I tried this, it changed from white to light blue. So it seems like it might just generate a random new color. Another important finding is that when you try to resonate a crystal seems to matter. On two different occasions, I got no response from a crystal, left, came back a minute or 15 later, and got the crystal to resonate when I tried again. From what I could tell, nothing really changed with the crystal between the first and second attempt, so I'm not sure if there's anything that helps us know if it's the right time or not, or if I accidentally did something in the meantime that made it work. I have also tried to revisit crystals several times after that, including colors that have worked for me in the past, but these didn't have any success. So, how this exactly works is still a mystery to me. I think one of the biggest questions we have right now is probably what do these colors mean? Here's what I know so far. My Blitzstriker has gotten 7 different crystals to glow: 2 green, 2 magenta, 1 purple, and 2 white crystals. However, there have also been green, magenta, and purple colors that did not respond to me as well, including a green crystal that ignored me several times, while I did end up getting an elder tick from a different green crystal a little while later, with no elder ticks in between. So it doesn't really seem like we're looking for a specific sequence of colors that you get elder ticks from. It's definitely not one species equals one color, as my Blitz has already gained ticks from 4. However, maybe it is one species can gain ticks from a few different colors. The last thing I've noticed is that some colors seem to be more common than others. Yellow and purple I've seen a lot, white I've only seen twice, and light blue and light green I've also not seen that often. Interesting about white is that both the ones that I did find did also give me an elder tick, while yellow, which I found the most, has never done anything for me. So maybe different colors have a different rarity that determines how likely it is that they will grow for you, or maybe the period of time that you are able to get them to glow. I'm not sure, but maybe there is something there. Okay, so I think that covers everything that I know right now. We have crystals that, at seemingly random times and for random durations, become active, meaning they have a color and they make a low rumbling noise. One calling at these crystals may, or may probably not, result in a crystal beginning to glow and hum. Continuing to call leads to the crystal eventually exploding and giving you an elder tick. It is possible to fail this if there is too much time between calls. On a Blitzstriker, I have gained elder ticks from green, magenta, purple, and white crystals, though they all have also ignored me on other occasions. Sometimes a crystal may not respond, but later start glowing if you come back and try again. Overall, I think this eldering system is looking good so far. It's definitely more interesting than eating mushrooms. Let me know what you think of it. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you have any ideas or thoughts on how the system could work with colors and timing and all of the things that we don't really understand yet? I hope to hear it in the comments down below. But for now, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.